Hello everybody. In the current affairs this week, the week ended 11th of May 2025. This week saw the start and end of the Operation Sindoor. It started on 7th of May and ended on 10th of May in the form of a ceasefire. It was a short operation, but it required a lot of courage, foresight, determination and planning for the Indian leadership. And the world at large would have definitely taken a note of it. Today I would like to talk about some of the economic advantages which would be as an outcome of this operation. The first and foremost, the strengthening of national security. And this will boost confidence in the local and the global investors. Second, it would improve India's global standing. And this is always helpful when there are any kinds of negotiations and dealings. Thirdly, it is definitely going to boost the sentiment of the public at large in India that everybody has to contribute their might for the national good. And at the end of the day, it is definitely going to lead to more unity and political stability in the country. Fourth outcome could be a definite boost to the entire defense industry in India. It will not only be in respect of the needs of whatever are the needs which would have arisen or the learnings which India would have got from this short but sharp war which India had to undertake in maybe just 4 days, but it would have been a lot of learning. It would also boost the defense industry related needs for the world at large, which would have understood, and they would definitely appreciate the way India would be able to cater to it. The last week was a week where everybody in the world would have thought, and maybe even in India would have thought, what could be the outcome of this war and this standoff. The worry was that it is for the first time ever there are two nuclear armed states which are going into direct confrontation. But to our pleasant surprise, the foreign institutional investors were net positive by 5,000 crores in last week. This was also coupled by the domestic institutional investors adding more than 10,000 crores in the Indian stock markets. But the Indian stock markets, for obvious reasons, was in a soft mood. Nifty 50 was down by more than 1%. Nifty mid cap was down below just 1%. But Nifty small cap was down by more than 1.5%. But let us hope that this was a history. Whatever declines which we have seen in the last week on account of the standoff between India and Pakistan could very well be covered in this week. Gold in India was up by more than 2.5% and silver in India was up by more than 1.5%. Nasdaq and S&P 500 were by and large unchanged this week. That is all for this week. Thank you.